Why, hello, petty people. Here we are at episode 19. And if you couldn't tell, I'm super excited. I finally got my hair cut and I'm ready to go. Let's not waste any more time. What is it? What is it? Let's just let the music play. Hit it.
Yeah. It's your boy, Keepin, keeping it real, yeah.
Alright, so let's just start this whole thing off with the results of the survey from last week, because let me tell you, they are very interesting. Now, I am going to tell you that my manager started a smear campaign. That's right, she actually reached out to her friends and asked them to vote no. Can you believe that? Now, for those of you who were not with us last week, let me just fill you in on exactly what's going on here. And honestly, I mean, shame on you for not being with us last week. I mean, honestly, like, get with the program. So a very quick recap. What we have here is my manager told me I'm not allowed to call myself fat, despite the fact that I always call myself fat because I am fat. But, so whatever. So I stopped calling myself fat, and then the next day she called herself fat. And then I said, well, I don't understand why you're allowed to call yourself fat, but I can't call myself fat. And she responded to me with, it's because I'm not actually fat. So that's the story. So the question that I posed to all of you was, did my manager shade me and call me fat? And the results are in. So 68% of you agreed with me. Way to go! 32% of you said no. Ugh, how disgusting. Now, honestly, I know that 32% is a load of crap because a lot of you people only voted the way you did based on the smear campaign. I also heard that a reason to vote no is that because I was not directly called fat. Now you see, I can agree that I wasn't directly called fat, but I was indeed called that. So all of you stupid no people, go kick rocks and get out of here! Because I know what side I stand on and I'm absolutely correct. Way to go, 60-something%! Whoop! We switching the topic now. Now you want to know something that really burns my biscuits? And all my friends who work in retail, I'm looking at you. I cannot stand when people come up to my teller window and start talking about how I just got over the worst stomach bug. This is the first day in like 2 days I even keep just a little bit of food down. And I'm sitting over here like, don't be breathing on me! What the hell is wrong with you? Got me writhing around in my chair like I'm in the Matrix or something. Just go through drive-up if you're still carrying the germs. Nobody has time to be getting sick. Go to drive-up where you're not breathing on people. You can just stay in your car and let that be that. Like, what are you doing? Coming in here potentially infecting the rest of the town. Get out of here! Whoop! We switching the topic now. Alright, so another thing that really, like, makes me feel very unsettled is, like, this baby Bjorn. You know what I'm talking about, that thing where you put your little baby in the front or something, and, like, sometimes you can hang the baby on the side. Oh, look! Everybody's so happy! Ooh, baby and parent! Oh, until the parent fall down or something. Now, I don't even understand how these things are approved. Like, how are these things even legal? I mean, like, you know, because these new parents, they're really not used to carrying that extra weight. You know what I'm saying? Especially that man. You know, the woman, like, all right, like, she had 9 months to kind of get her life and kind of get used to having that extra weight up in the front. But you know what? That man sure didn't. So, like, you know, I'm not going to tell you right now that you get a little bit off kilter when you have the extra weight, okay? You really do. And like, so you could just be walking up to something, you didn't even see the curb there because your baby is blocking your view. And then what you gonna do? Your baby you gonna go down, you're gonna crush your baby, and then what? And then you're gonna call for a paramedic? That's not a good use of taxpayers' dollars. That's why the government really ought to regulate things like this, because that's not safe. You know, you shouldn't be engaging in, like, you shouldn't be able to... See, now this done pissed me off so bad, I can't even find the words. The only thing I feel like is worse than that is when you put the baby on your back. Now, would you get a load of this? Now, see, this makes me uneasy because I really don't understand how this baby got there. At least if the baby was in the front, then I understand. You took the baby and you went, pfft. But, like, if the baby is on your back, what, did you strap the baby on before? Like, you put the baby in the Bjorn, like, and then swung the baby around and just hope the baby just stayed in there and put it on your back. Like, how did this happen? And how do you dismount? How do you get this baby off? And I see this is exactly why somebody ought to be involved in the approval of such products. Because this is an absolute mess. We got to get to talking about something else, because I can't take this anymore. Whoop! We switching the topic now. And now for everyone's favorite, we've got tweets, memes, and images for what? Your viewing pleasure. Now, I usually try to stay away from being too political here on Keeping It Real, because I just don't want to get into it. But this tweet really spoke to me, okay? The more I discuss politics, the more I realize I need to buy some summer clothes for when Trump gets elected and I get deported to Africa. Now, see, I mean, this is said in a joking manner, but I am starting to get a little concerned. I know this is similar to something I shared last week, but, I mean, this one also spoke to me, okay? I had $50 in my account, and I spent $30. I should have $20. Available balance, 4 cents. When you know you're ugly, but still trying. Is it just me, or do I look like Britney Spears? I'm sorry, honey. No shade, but it's definitely just you. Whoop, we switching the topic now. Dum diddly dum diddly dum diddly dum diddly. Toot! Alright, this music moment is going to be a little bit different because I've really been listening to a lot of throwbacks. So, you know what? That's what we're going to do this time. We're throwing it back. The first song I want to talk about is All Eyes on Me by LaToya featuring Paul Wall. Now, you actually know who LaToya is. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, she was from Destiny's Child, then she was purged, but whatever. Like, her solo album is actually pretty good, and I think you'll really like this song. Next, we have Christina Aguilera's Come On Over Baby, but we are talking about the amped up version. Not that plain old version that actually came out on the album. This is the good one, with that little bit of, like, weird rap or whatever, it's fun. Last but certainly not least, we have Rihanna's Pon de Replay, which we really, really love. This is her first single, and it's just, oh my gosh, it's just so much fun. It just reminds me of, like, just dancing in parking lots and just being a carefree little child. Oh, so good. And as always, these songs have been added to the Keeping It Real playlist on Tidal and Spotify for your listening pleasure. And honestly, that's it for episode 19. Like, thank you so much for tuning in. We love having you. And listen, hit like below, subscribe. Like let's really get this building, okay? We're gonna have a lot of fun together. And that's it. Just share it and stuff, you know, because sharing is indeed caring. Alright, I'm really done now. Thank you, petty people.